Imagine never losing another chess game again. Sounds impossible, right? But what if I told you there's one opening that completely flips the board in your favor? So, let's unleash this opening. This opening starts with the most common opening, pawn to e4 to control f5 and d5 file, then responses with e5, the same concept of controlling the center file. Then instead of responding with the most common knight f3, we use knight c3. This is what we call the Vienna opening. Black has a lot of response, like knight c6 or knight f6, but we explore both of that. Let's look at knight f6 first. We respond for the Vienna gambit, which starts with the move f4. Most players would take, and here we have the dangerous move. Pawn move to e5. That's why the opponent knight has e5. Knight has nitrogen monoxide save squares left. He forced to go back. And now we must be careful with queen h4 threat. So let's simply develop this knight, and you're already in a great position. This time, I'll show you a trap. The opponent most and obvious response is d6. Attacking the center and opening up this diagonal for the bishop. We respond with d4, adding another defender, then if he takes, we won't take back. Instead, just check with the bishop, blocking the pawn is common, and we'll just slide back to c4. Bluffed is up with 3 pawns, plus this knight is under attack. Well, just ignore this threat and develop the bishop. Now, if he tries to be greedy and takes the knight, then he fall for the trap. Let me show you how. We start with the bishop f7 check, a bishop sacrifice. If he takes, then he loses queen. And if he doesn't, we go with the best move in this position. The queen to 2 check. Going f6 doesn't make sense as the king will be exposed. And moving to d7 or blocking, with the bishop results. An easy checkmate. So basically, taking the bishop sends the best response. But still, we have this brilliant move, knight d5 check. If king goes to d5, knight c6 wins the queen due to discovered check. So, king f6 is forced, and now we have a great move again, g5 check. If the king moves away, queen is takes and losing. And even if he takes, we have a brilliant triple fork and black already losing. But still in few moves, we should be able to checkmate him easily. So, let's look with another amazing trap. Sometimes in this position, instead of knight going back, black try to be smart by playing queen to a7 and not letting this pawn to move. So the best thing to do is to play e2 and unpen the pawn. The good thing is that it is protected, so he can't take it with queen, so that his knight forced to go back. And again, you need, be careful with this queen h4 check then. We just develop the knight and h4. If h4 is protected against a threat, so what do we do now? As you can see, all his officials are not developed. And the main problem is the e-pawn. So to get rid of it, the most popular response is d6 and knight c6. Let's look at all of that move. If d6, then you have a great move. Knight to d5, we're threatening the queen, and also threatening this deadly check to c7. So, queen e6 is already losing for black. Therefore, his choice is only d7-0 or d8. But it doesn't really matter whatever at is because we have this discovered check. But a simpler way is to attack right away by taking c7 pawn. The rook is threat to his rook, so he takes it with queen and you have brilliant discovered check and loses his queen. So what if instead of d6, black plays knight c6, then we have d4. Strengthening the center and striking this pawn, you can take it if he don't defended it. And if he moves with d6, attack with knight in the same way as we saw earlier, that already winning for white. Okay, let's go back again. But before that, can you please like and subscribe for more content like this? So, let's continue. What if he declined the gambit and defends with either knight c6-0 or d6? Let's look for knight c6 first. This also not great for black and better for white because after he takes, we attack the knight to push him back, then threaten the other knight to push it back as well, and then develop our knight to f3 and stop queen h for check. He'll try to open up the center, but will continue develop. Don't much worry about your pawns, just focus to develop, or activate all your pieces in castle kingside. Make use of this f5 and target the king with your active piece. So that was knight c6. Now, what if black declines with d6? The concept are quite similar. First of all, bring out the knight, attacking the center pawn. If black gets other knight out, we can pin with our bishop and open up this diagonal, eliminate the knight, put pressure on the center, and then you can castle and attack f5. This is really good for you to play as white in this position. And now I will teach you the one and only best move for black in this Vienna, which is declining the gambit with d5. This move is very effective as black, I can guarantee you, because this is the main line. And after you take, black can recapture with the knight because it is defended by the pawn. And then you can play knight to f3 to stop this check. But it has a better option of queen to f3. The opponent check threat can still be defended. And most probably your opponent will exchange the knights. And then there could be possible move after that. All you need to do as white is to keep develop, castle, plan then attack. So that was the Vienna gambit. After black plays knight f6. Now, what if black plays knight c6? If you still